Do you know it's already New Year's in Australia and New
Oh, wow.
Zealand, and I think Russia?
Oh,
We're kind of behind.
we're a little behind here. Yeah.
Should be New Year's already. I'm actually ready for bed already, so I don't know if I'm staying up till midnight. It
All
says
right.
that we are live.
We are live. Yes, we are. I'm sure
It
probably
says
won't be a lot of people watching us tonight, but that's okay.
sure they're all out partying it up for the new year. No, probably not. I don't know. I don't think as many people do that as they used to.
I don't know.
But you know what? I don't have the chat open.
Ah, there we go.
And oh, there's already people saying hello.
Hello. Crazy Farm Girl. Hello.
Yes. That's funny because my old CB handle when I was a young lad
What's Farm Boy?
That was funny.
Ah,
Yes, Montgomery, Texas.
where am I supposed to be? Anywhere sharing anywhere else, or you got it shared?
I think we
Okay.
don't need to share. Maybe people will share it for us. Hello, Happy New Year, and tell us where you're from.
Yes.
It's kind of cool. So everyone's going to experience the New
Hello,
Year at a
hello,
little different
Joyce.
time.
Yeah.
Do you find that weird?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
She's all right. Joyce partying in her living room.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
That's what we're going to do.
And I can almost guarantee you that we will not be up at midnight, but we'll catch it on the news in the morning.
Well, some of us.
Yeah. No, you pretend. You pretend you're going to stay up till midnight. You'll be conked out by 10 o'clock, snoring on the couch.
Well, maybe I'll set an alarm for 11:45.
That's what we should do. Go to bed, get up at 5 to 12, bring in the new year, and then go back to bed.
All right. Can you close that out?
This is what happens.
There we go. Hello, Amanda. And
oh, someone
other-
said, I forgot. Well, I didn't forget about it, but someone says happy plantiversary.
oh, yes.
It is.
All
Yeah,
right.
right at midnight. Okay, so
If you don't know who we are.
well, yeah, let's introduce her. So we got a couple things. Actually, probably no one ever guessed we would be on tonight.
Right.
But since we have no company, all our company is gone, and we're not going anywhere, we thought we'd come in and hang out and see if anyone is in our situation tonight.
Yes. Hi, Joe and Lynn.
So here's what we have to do. Well, we don't have to. Here's what we're gonna do. Heather has her
Wait,
meal.
wait.
What?
We did not introduce
No, I know, no, but
ourselves.
see,
Oh,
you,
okay.
see, I read about this. You put the hook out there first,
Okay.
then you introduce ourselves. I think that's what they tell me.
Okay.
But so here, because you have to tell them what we have planned, so they stick around.
Oh, okay.
Because once
Yes.
we introduce ourselves, people might just leave.
Okay.
So here's what's in store tonight. We have Heather's gonna display like Vanna White her her meal prep that she has already to kick off the new year.
Mhm.
And we're going to be sharing over 11 years. I've been doing this, and we're going to share the top 2 tips to help you through the new year.
Yes.
There's about 1 million of them, but I feel, well, we talked about this, the top 2 things that we could offer people, because 2 things are easy to do.
Right.
100 things, not so much. But before we do that, let us introduce ourselves.
I'm Heather Kaufman.
Wait. Good evening and Happy New Year. Now you can go.
I'm Heather Kaufman.
And I'm Tim Kaufman, and we run a page called Fat Man Rants. And together, we have lost 290 pounds. But more importantly, we've regained our health. We live a healthy, happy, and active life on whole food, plant-based lifestyle. We come to you guys on Sunday nights, even if it's New Year's Eve. Because honestly, guys, there's nothing magical about what we did. We just learned how to eat better. And so we do this because we know what happened to us is out there for anyone. And if we can do it,
you can too.
And Happy New Year if we didn't
And
say
Happy
that.
New Year.
And tell us where you're from.
Yes. And hello, Alicia. And I believe Jill Finkley, you're out there.
Oh,
from
yes.
North College.
Yes. If you're in our group, which
And-
if you're not in our group, you should get in our group. It's just called Getting Healthy Together.
Yes.
You can search that up. We have almost 5,000 people in there, which is super exciting. We have some great people in there offering great tips and just doing great things.
And hello, Jill and Karen. And I think Steve, maybe,
Maybe.
and Lauren. Hello.
Yes. So if you didn't know, because someone mentioned this, so I'll share it.
Mhm.
Tonight at midnight, I made a New Year's resolution. Now, before that, let me explain. I thought New Year's resolutions were total garbage because everyone makes them, everyone breaks them. It's a joke. You start out January 1st, and by halfway through the month, you're done. But look it, don't lose heart over making a New Year's resolution. I know they get dissed on a lot. I know there's some hardcore people that say, don't wait till New Year's, but it's New Year's. So there's no better time. There's a few things that I like about New Year's resolutions, but look at, even if you failed, pick a number.
10 times.
10 times 10. Even if you failed 110 times, you only need one to work. And that one happened to me 11 years ago. I made a decision to not eat any animal products. And 11 years later, still going strong with that resolution.
Yes.
Now, I certainly made more than 110 that never worked. Even after that one, I've made resolutions that didn't stick. But guys, you only need one. So give it a whirl. And I think the best, this is bonus stuff here. The best advice I can give people is if you get through January 1st, you got one day in and you're one day closer. And always just look at those mini accomplishments. Don't look so far ahead that you get freaked out. And whatever you change, make sure that it's sustainable and you can hang on to it. Take little bites, literally little bites, and don't get overwhelmed. Just do what you have in front of you. All that said, we have to reveal our first tip.
Yes.
And I don't know if this is a tie for first and second. So we'll say they're both our first place tips. The first one is prep. And let's go.
Hello, Carolyn and Linda. And Donald, you have to do the hello.
I have to do. Yeah, but I can't read. That's really little. You got the glasses. I don't have the glasses. So I'm gonna spin the camera on. Now you do this, and now I don't know how to do it. All right. So I'm gonna turn the microphone so people can hear you. Okay. I see a whole bunch of questions. I promise I'll get to them as best as I can. So this is Heather, and she's got meals ready for tomorrow.
I have actually meals ready for several days. So I have 3 salads here, and then all I will have to do is just put I don't put dressing on. I actually use salsa because I like salsa. And so I'll have 3 days of salads here for myself because I like about 3 days, 4 days for me. I like to have them in the containers, but then I like to make them up, real fresh after that. So I usually try to do three salads, and then in a couple days, after these are gone, I'll make up some more salads. Then I have some purple potatoes. Can they see these? Can you see that or no?
Yeah, you can see it. So those are purple sweet potatoes.
Purple sweet potatoes with some green beans, and there's some onions in there. So those are cooked. All I have to do is warm this up tomorrow. Then I have some other sweet potatoes and the same thing, the green beans. I like the extra fine green beans. I seem to enjoy those a lot better than the cut green beans. And then again, same thing. And I will add, I like, there's a taco sauce that I buy, and it's from our local grocery store, Wegmans. It's organic. There's not hardly anything in it. And I like to put that actually on the green beans.
What?
Yep. Then I do have extra sweet potatoes here. I have the orange sweet potatoes.
Sure. If you
I have the purple.
More purple. So you got your backup
green
potatoes.
beans. Yep, I got my backup green beans, and then I have my white potatoes. And the same with these. Actually, for the white potatoes, I like salsa on them, or I like the taco sauce as well. So that's mine for the next few days. I will also usually grab a bunch of bananas to have on hand. that's my choice of fruit that I like. I actually wasn't able to get any yesterday or today. They were too green. So I will go tomorrow to another store and I will pick up a bunch of bananas.
So since you're so good at looking at that camera that is hard to find up there,
Yes.
can you what do you tell people that this looks pretty stinking boring? So I know you're doing the 5x5 starting tomorrow, which a lot of people are starting the 5x5 tomorrow. But what do you tell people? This looks really boring. You eat the same thing every day for 5 days. That looks crazy.
Because it's simple, it's easy, and all I have to do is go in, grab it, and warm it up. It's easy to prep. You can just bake off a whole bunch of potatoes at once to have on hand. You can make and a big batch of the green beans to have on hand. Get them in the containers. Do what you like. This is what I happen to like.
So, and I'm going to keep pressing this, and you're going to get mad at me. But what do you tell someone like, I don't want to eat green beans 5 days a week? What do you tell them?
And I guess you're not hungry.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. So do you want to come back around? Because I want to talk about that more, guys. I think that's a really important point. Let's switch that. Oh, no, I didn't. That's not what I wanted. I think I want this one.
There we go.
So guys, that's a real, well, thank you for sharing your meal prep.
Let me just answer real quick, Melissa. I'm not a real big breakfast person, so that's where the bananas come in. Or, you know what? Honestly, I might just take out a couple of the sweet potatoes. I might have those for breakfast. Warm them up in the air fryer or microwave. I'm just not a big breakfast person, and I'm not a fan of overnight oats.
And so in the 5x5, folks would have overnight oats in the morning or sweet potatoes. But I want to go back to that. What do you tell people? That's actually a really good answer, because that's not sugarcoating it. What if I get bored eating the same food? You know what? Good. I'm not trying to be mean, but the idea of this is to kind of reset your palate from all the crappy food. And we've been eating some extra stuff that we wouldn't normally have. And this is a really good way to dial back. And this is the reality. You hit it on the head. If you pull that tin of food out and you say, oh man, green beans and sweet potatoes again, and you say, I don't want this, guess what? You're not hungry. And it's a really good way to get your mindful eating in check. You know, I interviewed Andrew Taylor one time, and he said, you're going to make a sacrifice either way. So you can either sacrifice that delicious, unhealthy meal so you can get what you really want. And what you really want is to spend more time with your grandkids or walk your daughter down the aisle, or you can sacrifice what you really want to have that temporary meal. And I think what he says is, like, either way, you're making a sacrifice. Just pick which one you're going to sacrifice. You're either sacrificing a 5-minute taste good meal or a lifestyle. And we should be striving for a healthy lifestyle.
Right. And the thing I like about this is you can, you know, the potatoes are all cooked right now. I can either throw them in the air fryer and crisp them up, cut them up into little pieces, and eat them, you know, even kind of like, you know, chips almost.
Right.
The other thing is I can put them in the microwave and they'll get a little softer. I could even make, you know, take my fork, mash them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is a lot of things that you can, a lot of different varieties that you can do. Yeah. And I mean, even like the salad, you could even put the potatoes on the salad.
Yep. And yeah, you can change your spice profile, your sauces. There is stuff you can do. But so that's number one. I don't want to get too far off in the weeds here, because I see there's a bunch of questions. But so that's the first thing. Guys, we've worked with a ton of people between our membership group, the 5x5, and I stopped coaching. But when I used to coach, I'm telling you from our own experience and from working with other people, preparation, I used to blow it off, but I'm telling you, meal prepping is the key to success. I literally can tell you that if you can control this mini environment by having your food ready, it makes life so much easier. Your success rate goes through the roof when you meal prep. Now let's talk about the second one, because the second thing that we had, what did we call this? Our top
The
two
top
hottest
two
tips.
Yes.
The second hottest tip, and this is going to sound like duh, but it's true. Stop waiting to start until you have it figured out. That's the second thing that hangs people up. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to know everything, but you do have to start.
Right.
You know, analysis paralysis. Everyone must have stuff figured out. For me, I get goosebumps because this stuff is so important. Because 11 years ago, all I knew is that at 11:59, I had a big glob of raw fish in my hand, and that was the last meat that I would ever eat. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't think that far ahead. I just knew I needed to get through 30 days. And so the point here is, if I would have never started, I would be dead. I would be dead. Like, there's no doubt. So don't get so hung up on details and, you know, what Dr. McDougall says compared to Dr. Greger, and you need to watch 300 and take a course and you just have to start something. And your success will build on your success. And that's the thing. The key is to start.
Right.
And
Hi, Anita.
what a great time of year to start. It's the first. So you could say, well, I was going to start, but I don't have all my groceries. So what? Start anyways. Go grocery shopping. Will there be stores open in the morning?
Yes, tomorrow. Yes.
So yeah. So guys, you got to start. So really, raw fish. I should explain it a little bit more. But let me go back. So the two hot tips are stop waiting. You don't have to have it figured out. You do have to start.
Right.
Tip number 2, you gotta meal prep. Look, you can think that you're gonna go to a restaurant and get this. You're not. You gotta learn how to meal prep. Even if you have very basic kitchen skills, that's enough. But you gotta be willing to put the prep in to make yourself successful.
Yes.
Okay. We have so many questions.
Go back to the raw
So the
fish.
raw fish, let me explain that real quick. So we had a tradition in our family. We ate pickled herring right before midnight, and I don't know, it was supposed to bring in the new year, and I happen to love the stuff. And I was a very heavy, in more than one way, meat eater and cheese, and I guarantee you I ate about 2 pounds of cheese from the cheese platter, and that was the last meat that I ever ate. The last animal product I ever ate was this pickled herring. And so I'll never forget that. It was probably a very poor choice. But in any event, that's where the raw fish comes from. So what do we got? Oh, my gosh. Okay, so we did the breakfast. Oh, France, American Living over here. Yay. Hi, France.
Well, hello there.
Breakfast, excited. So Kim's excited to start the 5x5. Yeah, we got to get some noise going in there. So someone asked what the 5x5 program is. Can you like scoot around and get your checklist? So the 5x5 is really simple. It's a little program that we set up. Actually, we've run hundreds of people through it. And then we would just keep getting advice and kind of retweaking stuff. And at first it was real complicated, but I don't know if this will work. Will that work? So it's really simple. It's probably backwards. But the reality is, the reason why we call it 5x5 is because we know that food can last 5 days in the restaurant industry. So we have a 5-day shelf life on food. So what we get people to do is we show them, we have videos and everything. We bring them right into the kitchen and we meal prep for 5 days. Very similar to what Heather just showed you. You don't have to eat green beans, but we prepare like 7 pounds of vegetables. Most of them are frozen, right? So mixed vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, whatever vegetables, non-starches you want. And then we cook our starches, and that could be rice or potatoes. We do beans, lentils, but those are portioned out. And we just show you how to get this prep done. And then, so the first round of the 5x5, you have 15 meals Am I
Mhm.
doing the math right? You have 15 meals in your fridge.
Mhm.
There's no thinking, that you're on autopilot. And then we say that you get 2 desserts a day, which would be a fresh fruit.
Right.
And on day 4, you take your shopping list and you go get the next round. And you do this 5 consecutive times for 5 days. And at 25 days, we found that it helps a lot of people kick off their journey. We've had people that have never done plant-based that have taken the 5x5,
Mhm.
and 2 years later, they're still going strong.
Yes.
We have people that have plateaued, that maybe did it last year and they like to do it every couple months to break through a plateau,
Mhm.
kind of dial back, like kind of a reboot. But that's the 5x5 in a nutshell.
And that's on our website.
Yeah, everything's on our website that
Mhm.
we do. And we've been adding more recipes, guys. So if you want to go grab a recipe, I just put another one up on tofu scramble just recently. So
Yes.
we're trying to fill all that in, but we're super busy. Yes. I don't know. So do you have anything about New Year's?
Nope. I don't think so.
I love New Year's. I really do. I love to reflect on the year.
Mhm.
Sometimes some years aren't so good, some years are great, but I always
Mhm.
try to remember that my worst year is for someone else a dream, you know.
Mhm.
And so we get to put this year behind us, and we got a fresh page to start writing
Yep.
on. So it's a great time. I love it.
Yep. You set a few, few goals, few, different things that you'd like to do.
Yes, and whoever said they never tried pickle herring, good. Don't ever.
Yes.
Don't put it on your list.
Oh, Joyce had tofu scramble for dinner. Good.
Yeah, that's one of our go-tos. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, so
All
with
right.
all that said, if you think this will help someone, give it a share for us. That helps us. It helps us get the information out there.
Yes.
And Facebook doesn't share our stuff much anymore. They used to put it everywhere, and now I don't know. Maybe we're all burned up or something. I don't know, burned out. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you
there's
are.
there's the younger generation is out there. I don't know what they do, but I don't understand how it works. But if you share it, it helps us out, and it
Yes.
helps other people find it. So with that said, remember, let's recap, because that's what
Yeah.
teachers do, right? I'm a
Mhm.
teacher. I got to go back
Right.
to school soon.
Yep.
We said these are the top tied 2 tips
Yes.
for New Year's. Number 1, stop waiting till everything is perfect and get going now. And number 2, meal prep.
Yes.
Guys, it sounds so simple. It's not, very glamorous, but that's where your success is going to
Yes.
come from. When you're prepared and you're hungry, you're going to win. If you go into that refrigerator and you're hungry and there's nothing healthy in there, I know what the outcome is going to be, and so do you.
Mhm. Right.
With all that said, we wish you a happy New Year. And we thank you guys for hanging out with us, because
Yes.
it'd be really weird if we were sitting here all alone and no one talked to us.
And we're so glad to be back and
Yes.
doing this every week that possible.
Yes.
And we hope we will be able to do these all next year.
Yes. And I hope you're thinking about things you can change, but don't get
Mhm.
overwhelmed. I think the one thing everyone can do is make someone else's day a little bit brighter.
Yes.
Because, man, we need more kindness in this world.
Mhm. Definitely.
People are hurting out there. So be nice to
Kindness,
someone. Send someone a
compassion.
message. Go through. You know what I did one day? Okay, we got to stop. But this is so cool. I did this by accident. I was looking for someone's phone number, and I went to my contacts, and I hit like the letter B. And then all these names with B came up, and I'm like, oh, I haven't talked to him in forever. Oh, I wonder how she's doing. You know what? Just put a random letter into your contacts and just message a couple people you haven't talked to in a while. Check up on them. See how they're doing. You'll
Mhm.
feel better, and they'll feel better.
Yes.
And on that
So,
note,
eat plants.
move your body.
All you got to do is a little more than you did yesterday.
Yes, and have a happy New Year.
Take care.